Welcome everyone here today. Thank you so much for being here to learn more about yourself. And if you want to learn more about the people around you, because that's how you perceive life. And manifestation has to do with what in life is right now that I either have to make peace with or I have to let go. And go. So we're here. We're Surya. You can see when we go live more, and we can give free readings also live when you comment. You can comment anything you're going through, and that can be a topic for everyone to change, and also you to change on the spot for whatever you need, because that's just the universal force that we are always tapping into. We do a lot of extraterrestrial, interstellar, high vibration to help everyone realize in this human race, no matter what you say you are, or whatever craft you say or ability that you have, it's all a central intelligence agency of your own self. So the center of you is the key, and the center of that is the middle of the heart, where when we go into these 10K Yuj Tarot Readings, you'll see that the colors and the cards and the meanings go beyond what a religion might say or an energy might say. It really takes inspiration from nature to change and also create something, whether it's a written work or a work of art. The muses create art. And then there's people to interpret, and then they share this with the world. It's divine connection. It's been happening since humanity even had a connection. But there's always been something. So you're here now wanting to know more about the universe, about yourself, and also answers to, in life, why do I have to experience what I'm experiencing? And for some and most, it can go deeper into how your DNA is programmed and also how your cells react to certain situations in life. So we like to work the left side of the brain and the right side of the brain and the vagus nerve and activate the neurons in every part of the body, not just in the brain and the stomach. You can have way more senses than what you think by the will in what you want to do to transform and learn more. And the basis of it is transforming the human body, bringing everything back to a central intelligence where you can see exactly how the flow is. And this increases intuition, but you want to have the intuition to go deep within the self. And within every single person is an artist, is a creative being with dreams and beyond desires and beyond passions. It might just be a will to live and realize that the gratitude and the high vibration, the unconditional love that's always available, you take responsibility for life when you shift your own life. And that's the real trick of the manifestation. Every single thing you think behind the scenes, every single thing you say in the moment is something that is planned, happens for a reason, for you to learn how to shift, and also has great, great power, because you're also living right now the manifestations, the dreams and desires of who you used to be. So everything is in a way different dimension. You have to look at it not on a linear path like time states, but in an infinite path, an infinite in infinity, and also circular, and also many different shapes and sizes that go beyond the fourth and fifth dimensions. So taking all that into consideration, if you say that you're unhappy with the way that things are now, what are you really saying? That it goes beyond the hurt. It's something programmed inside of the DNA that maybe and surely the line felt that way, so you're going to feel that way in some way, shape, or form. So there has to be a conscious shift, that there's a responsibility, that sometimes the way that someone acts, or the way I act, or the way that the people around act, there has to be the responsibility that they have to come to terms with who they truly are, and find that unconditional love in the self and in others. Find the gratitude for life that can take you beyond a habit, where even people in so-called power, people that are rich, maybe they say they can act the way that they want because of the wealth. But then where does that feed the soul? It's a program of the DNA, trained behaviors. And also looking at yourself and your attitudes toward a policy that we go by. When someone succeeds, then we all succeed. So then why be hating or jealous about someone else? Is it because someone feels bad that they didn't achieve? But then if they really look at it, why didn't they achieve? Well, who's saying who achieved and who didn't achieve? It's like winning and losing life. It doesn't always mean what society wants it to mean. Everything is a lesson. So the more that we bring each other up in a high vibration, you're changing familial patterns of competition, like sibling competition, but they also teach it in sports in this human society. So that is also manifestation of goals, winning, losing, finding a deeper meaning, and also a togetherness.
And one of the biggest things is asking ourselves logically, forget about religion, race, who I am, I'm fat, I'm this, and say you're dealing with health. You gotta ask yourself, the health that I'm dealing with, was there a time when I didn't have this? If the answer is yes, then you were whole at that point in time. So being whole at that point in time means that you can travel back in your epigenetics, change your DNA, and spiritually open the part of I was that before. Now, if you weren't, and you've been ill for a long time and don't understand where it's coming from, then you need to go to a doctor. You need to see with the doctor. You need to understand that if you're on a medication and that's helping you to save your life, then there's other things that becomes your responsibility. What are you eating? Are you eating fried? How are you sleeping? Are you exercising? Are you complaining? Do you feel bad about your mother or your father or your grandparents or something someone else said? There's a lot of different paths that all of you don't understand, that health is one day you can feel well, next day you can wake up not feeling well. That does not mean that you're a bad person. That means that where is it that I must travel? And if you're getting better and lowering your medication, doing different things, looking a little fitter, being happier, finding a relationship, fixing or mending yours, then you're doing in today's world. That's TV. That's politics. That's jobs. It's the way you dress, the shoes you wear.
It's realizing that you are being influenced on the basic level, and this has to do with how the manifestations are inside of your life right now based upon that programming. So it's also saying the dreams, the wishes, and desires are the person having the manifestations in a good way that are helping humanity. We had someone come to us in a concern the other day about hearing that someone wants to control people, and they were asking the moral of this. And then it's like in life, you're going to have all different types of people on all different types of paths. However, to use the subliminal thing they call, and they do it in marketing, they do it on websites, on TV, and yes, it's already in music now. But if the vibration isn't bringing it to a higher level, the human being still has to live with, inside of their own heart, the deeds and actions that they did regardless of the intention. So the conscience does come into play in a lot of things. Going into your life and living your own destiny is the way of the shaman, but the way of every single person, and the true path is going within to clear the heart, to clear the brain. And if you have a disease or an illness, by healing yourself emotionally and also learning how to direct the energy, the breath, the body, the diet, the exercise, you can become that spiritual warrior every single person is. And also, it goes on both sides. The shaman is the magic, the fairy of the magic. It's many different realms, but this just signifies that in the universe and also inside of you, there is so much power that you don't have to see yourself as separate, but society, and also what they're putting in the cinema, the movies, the TV shows, shows a lot of illusion that just propagates more fear in society.
So as you look at that, you start to honor a new path. Now, that path, there's a lot of nonsense on the block that you live. Pay attention. So you're on a block, in a location, and each house has a different number and has different people of different lives living. Some of them are paying their bills, some of them are sick, some of them argue, some of them are cheating on each other. You intertwine all those people, and then you get another group of people. Some people click, some people are good, some people are angry, some people are looking at them, some people are competing. That is life. You get too narrow-minded and ignorant when you don't understand that. That most people are looking at money, and you're looking at it that day by day I will pay this bill. That does not mean that I am this way forever. It takes time for me to get where I need to get. If I'm not getting there and I'm constantly repeating it, that doesn't mean you failed. There's a solution that can be, and that's sometimes listening to other people that you're going to get aggravated with because you're going to try under every circumstance to do something that doesn't make any sense. I can't pay you to help me, but I want everybody to pay me when I help them. You're telling the universe the most ridiculous thing in the world. So as you start to look, this is a teaching. So as you listen to this, if you go at any place, there's nothing for you to hold on to me for. If you get angry at me, that's you getting angry. If you say I disagree, that's you saying I disagree. Someone else is going to be touched. Someone else would say you saved my life. But when it's recorded, see, there's nothing. I do not need to go to people and say I am this or that. You will learn from our teachings. And no matter who you are, all of you are in different roles. So a lot of you are about you and what you're doing and forgetting about who got you there along the way. The parents you hated made you. The siblings you're arguing with, you didn't at one time. The exes that you dated are now hating you or you're hating them. It's a bunch of illusion. You're not focusing on your relationship as from this relationship I have grown.
So everyone, let's just take a moment for now, and a universal card that for some it's a confusing topic, the topic of time, and how in your life you learn every single day and also grow every single day and heal every single day. So time is something that you're only as old as you feel. You can have infinite time within inside of your mind, but there's only 24 hours in a day. What are you going to do with it? So let's all take a moment right now to just be in an alignment of your mind, body, and spirit and emotions, to put whatever manifestation ability that is inherently yours into motion faster and more precise, so that whatever you need in life can come to you clearly, naturally, the way that it should. It's always happening, and it has always happened the way that it was meant to happen. To understand that in the heart will help you let go of anything that you may have manifested, to put into a perspective, give and take, and greed and jealousy no longer serve you at this point in time. A higher vibration is always meant to be attained when there is total love and forgiveness, and also gratitude for every manifestation you have right now in your life.